Good morning. Today is Monday, third day of rain in a row. Today Phoebe is at my parents' house and I have a trash bag and I'm gonna go through the upstairs of my house and just clear out a lot of trash. I try to do this every so often. I'm really focusing on upstairs today. I feel like upstairs gets neglected a lot more than downstairs. I have our bedroom, the bathroom, Phoebe's room, and then my office. You guys, look at this room. This room. This is why we're consolidating our rooms, our offices into one office, because this is not a productive use of a room. So Scott has a very small office downstairs. We can't start the moving until I paint it. I need to paint it, but basically the filming setup is gonna get moved down there. My like vanity area that's over there is going to be coming into our bedroom. We have this makeshift attic that Scott built because we don't have extra storage in this house. This underneath is going to wind up becoming my like makeup area. It's a lot of projects happening simultaneously. There's a lot of trash. I need to just like clean it up and then I feel like I can kind of get moving with this day. Well, I went through and I cleared out just like what I considered trash and recycling. And then I emptied all the trash cans on the floor and 2 boxes with recycling, 1 bag of trash. The most embarrassing part of all. I found a bag from TJ Maxx buried under things and was like, I don't even remember buying this highlighter. And on top of that, it's definitely not in my inventory. Didn't even realize I owned it. How humiliating. That is why we are consolidating our lives, for sure. So I just did my makeup and oh my God, spoiler for the MDs, I finished my butter bronzer. First of all, first bronzer I ever bought in my entire life. I didn't start wearing bronzer for a very long time. I basically used blush as bronzer for a long time. I've had this since 2018 and this is a big moment. I also finished another product while I was doing my makeup today that's in my project pan, so stay tuned, but wow. And this is the worst it's been in quite a while. I have to break it up or my hands just like fall apart. So I'm gonna start working on getting these clean and then I might gather all my nail polish together because I do want to potentially film the nail polish declutter today. And I'm sure that's gonna be very heavy to carry up and down the steps. So I didn't show you guys something I made yesterday and oh my goodness, it's probably the most rewarding thing I've done in a while. A lot of times when I like plan activities for Phoebe, she's entertained for maybe 90 seconds and then like on to the next thing. All night last night, all she wanted to do was play with this. I've made Play-Doh in the past, but I made pumpkin pie scented Play-Doh, which that's, I feel like, more for me. It smells so good. The batch made so much Play-Doh. This is what it looks like. But I gave it to her with like twigs and acorns, and I cannot tell you how many times she took the little sticks and put them in and out of the Play-Doh. Like it was the most amazing thing that's ever happened. I'm gonna link this recipe down below. It's salt, flour, water, cream of tartar, pumpkin pie spice, and vegetable oil. That is all that this is. It was so easy to make, and as long as you store it well, like they last. Like the last batch of Play-Doh I made still is fine, and I made it, I wanna say the beginning of this year I made it, and it's still good. It's just, it's a different recipe, and I like this one more because the other one must be more salty because it leaves my hands feeling very salty after I help her play with it, versus this one I don't have that feeling with. And this one smells great. I have since saved other scents to try out other scented Play-Doh because this is very satisfying. Today was a long day. It was nice. One of my cousins stopped by to give Phoebe a little Halloween gift, which is really cute. Some pajamas and a couple Halloween books. It was just a very, very long day. And I'm having a lot of issues with my computer running very slow. And I don't really know what I'm gonna do, and I'm very stressed out about it. Like I can't get a new computer, but this computer's 10 years old. It's giving me a lot of problems all of a sudden out of nowhere, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because like if I don't have a computer, I can't keep making videos, and it's just like, it's stressing me out, and it's also like getting me really down, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just sitting here editing, drinking a cup of tea because it's so cold, but also like we turn the heat on because it's been so cold, and I feel like anytime we turn the heat on for the first time, it dries out my throat so much. So I'm just editing and drinking tea and hoping that my computer doesn't die. Right where you left me, I am currently sitting in the exact same spot. Not drinking tea this time, drinking coffee. I just got a video finished editing. When I am able to, I do try to get up early and edit before Phoebe wakes up. I am a morning person, so editing in the morning is a lot more up my alley. Scott is off today. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. I would love to get the outside decorated, but I think that it's still raining. It rained for 4 straight days. I think there's still gonna be rain today. We did order Phoebe rain boots because the ground is so soggy and she doesn't like have any shoes that she can wear, but they're still not coming till tomorrow, so wonderful timing on that. Yeah. Okay, so she's going down for a nap right now. Scott was trying to do one of these activities today where you like put the tape down and have her color them in, but then Verizon showed up, so that didn't happen. We've been having a lot of internet issues where like our internet goes out every single night and it's very stressful because so much of our house runs on internet. So hopefully it's resolved now. Who knows? I have a couple activities though I'm planning on setting up today during nap time because we're all tired here, and I just saw these all on Instagram and I was like, so easy, so easy, so easy. And these are my supplies. First one was using a white crayon. Well, some things I've seen you like draw pictures, but this one specifically drew a spider web. So I think I'm just gonna draw a spider web on this, and then it said to have her use watercolors. So we'll do that. Then I also saw salt painting, and someone drew with glue pumpkins, and then once they dry, you can like use watercolors again and paint in where the salt is, and it looks really cool. So we'll see if that works. The other thing is I've said she's been really liking the Play-Doh, and I saw people using pipe cleaners just to stick in the Play-Doh. So I think if I cut these into thirds, they would be good sizes for sticking in the Play-Doh. So all really easy activities and hopefully lifesaver activities for the day. We'll see. The salt painting was a big no. I think I had the wrong kind of glue for it. It was a mess. We'll try it again next year. But the spider web, I mean, somebody got a little rambunctious with the watercolors, but you can see that, I mean, obviously this is a very easy setup, so I appreciated this one. I am so low on like energy and motivation right now. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything today. Scott did start his tape project. This is the faux portion of his project that they started working on together. Oh my God, we got our rain boots. They finally showed up. They're so cute. I did read the reviews and they said to size up. And what was nice is they had them on Amazon Fashion, so you can like do the try before you buy. And they're like perfect. Look at these. How cute are these? So these will be definitely our outdoor shoes for the fall. I hung our lights. Let's see if you can get kind of a little look-see. And Fluff is out there making his annual appearance. We still need to we hang lights in our trees out front, and we do like the garden, but we need to get mulch and fill in where we took the bushes out and just clean up the garden, and then we can do that. Scott has his booster tomorrow, and where he's getting it is next to a Lowe's, so I think he's gonna get the mulch tomorrow. So we'll see how he feels. He typically gets pretty sick after he gets any type of vaccination, so we'll see how the next couple days go. I feel like yesterday was one of the first days I haven't fully vlogged in a while, but it just completely slipped my mind. We've just been very busy. Phoebe's just waking up from her nap, and we're gonna do a little baking. These are called like monster balls or something. It's not like a baking thing. It's like you combine all the ingredients and you put them in the fridge. So something a little bit simpler. We did get the front of our house almost fully decorated yesterday, so we got that checked off the list. Well, they're in the oven. Not the oven, the fridge. Phoebe was really liking the batter, so I think they should be good. I'm currently drinking some wine because I survived another week. And I thought I'd tell you about our adventure today. We did go to our local farm. Phoebe picked out some more pumpkins. Just like little gourds. Some of ours were starting to go bad, so I thought we could grab a couple more. We picked out a couple more signs for our front lawn. We really need some new solar lights. Our solar lights just don't work anymore. And I know the 11th and 12th this coming week is Amazon Prime Day again, but it's like the Black Friday version, which I don't really understand what the difference is and why they didn't give it a different name, but whatever. So I'm gonna see if they have solar lights then to help light up our decorations a little bit more. We also got some apples. We were gonna go apple picking this coming weekend, but we're actually moving it to Monday because Scott's off, and the place we were gonna go is open on Mondays, but they said they ran out of like apples to be picked. So like there's other activities there, so we'll see what we're gonna do. Tomorrow we might go to the Scarecrow Festival at this local place called Peddler's Village. That's very dependent on Phoebe, but that's our tentative plan. We forgot to watch She-Hulk yesterday, so we gotta do that tonight. But we did watch another episode of OC. Season 1, it really is the best. And I know Scott really likes it. And that brings me more joy than he'll ever understand. Very lucky this time around with Scott's booster. He's been pretty good. I mean, he's definitely sore and achy, I can tell. Kind of like I was last week. But other than that, he seems like normal Scott, which has been wonderful. I'm just like staring at the mess along the horizon. I need like a week just to like get my life organized. Good morning. It is already 11:15. We baked some apple muffins this morning. It's quite an interesting consistency. Egg-free things are very mushy, always. I can link the recipe, but it's spice cake mix, applesauce, and a chopped up apple, so it's very simple. We're going to be brave and try to attempt going to Peddler's Village today. Here is my emergency bag of snacks that will hopefully save us. This is one of those things where like I so wish we could take a stroller and just rely on the stroller for some of this, but I know she will not sit in a stroller and she's either going to want to be held or run around. I miss the stroller. I wonder a lot if she will ever go back to wanting to be in the stroller, because I can't tell you the last time we went somewhere and she just was like willing to be in a stroller. First of all, before you talk, we didn't discuss how Peddlers went. It was a bit of a hot mess. Taking her to the Scarecrow Festival.
You thought so?
Yeah, it just... There's a lot of like grassy areas and stuff, and it was all roped off, and like Phoebe couldn't run around, and she doesn't like being contained and held, so it was the greatest.
We talked about how it was important that we went and experienced it, and we determined, yeah, this wasn't for us. Yes, it was a 20-minute drive or so, but I think it was still worth it to go. And yeah, but I agree.
You know what I love about you?
Turn around.
You know what I love
Look
about you?
at the bright side.
No, that when you vlog me while you talk.
Well, I thought you said not to share the mess. Alright, so, I don't know. It's Saturday, so we decided to get from a new place.
Again, you're doing it.
Yeah, so it's this place called Dominic's. I don't know, whatever. So this is the stromboli. It smells really good. And I'm assuming this is a stromboli.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. And so you can dip it in Diet Coke. Just kidding, it's marinara sauce.
This is mine.
That's yours. And then mine, I got a Chicago deep dish pizza they had. So let's see what this looks like. Wow. That's what I thought. Look how deep that is. Pretty deep. It's like a personal one, so this looks really good. I'm excited. How about you?
I'm hungry.
Let's do it.
If you're wondering, what's got Rachel all excited today? Bet you wouldn't guess it's this. Quick rewind. Phoebe, obsessed with Ice Age. There's like 6 movies, 2 holiday specials, and 1 Disney Plus television show. We watched them a lot, especially when we had like 4 or 5 straight days of rain. We saw a lot of Ice Age. So I have no idea why, but I think because it's the Fox movie network or whatever, I don't know what it's called. The third one is temporarily off of Disney Plus. So we have seen 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and all the other stuff. So I have no idea what happens in the third one. And like, spoiler alert, I think a lot of important things happen in the third one to like really follow it chronologically. And last night I was just getting so annoyed because now at this point I'm invested in the movie series. And I realized that it's only off of Disney Plus in America temporarily. And I looked at Scott and I went, get on a VPN. So he got on a VPN and it works. However, we can't play the VPN on the TV. So we're trying to figure out all these different ways that we could like Chromecast it and all this stuff to the TV. And every time we would try, it would be like, this is not in your network. And then I was like, what if we just plug it right into an HDMI port? So we have right here, Scott's laptop plugged directly into the HDMI port, and we tested it last night, and we can just play the movie right from his laptop because it's just a mirror image of his computer. So that's our morning plan, is to watch Ice Age 3 finally. Surprisingly, more excited than I should be. Also, this past week, Target had like a big sale thing for stuff, Black Friday preview thing. I did grab a couple things. I grabbed Phoebe Christmas pajamas. They were 40% off. I grabbed myself a pair of slippers because I don't own slippers and they were a good price. And we grabbed her one thing for her Christmas present. And then next week, Amazon is having Amazon Prime Day. Did I already talk about this? I feel like I'm having deja vu. Am I having deja vu? Amazon Prime Day but I don't get why they're calling it Prime Day. It's the same thing. It's the 11th and 12th. And I have like a list of things that I'm trying to find. We need a new bed sheet, like a fitted sheet. We need new solar lights for our garden because ours all died. Oh, kitchen stuff for Phoebe's kitchen, like play food, play pots and pans and stuff for Christmas. I can't even remember now. I'll be keeping an eye out. As far as her Ice Age love, we haven't gotten her anything for the holidays. I'm guessing she's still gonna like it. She's very like this with what she loves, but there's one toy set on Amazon that my parents already gave her. And like I keep looking on like Mercari and stuff, and I'm just like, everything is so expensive because I think there's not a lot of merchandise that ever came out for the movies, so people know that they can like charge like an arm and a leg for their Ice Age toys. And I'm just like, ugh. Trust me, I was looking at Ice Age birthday party decorations last night, but we're not going to officially choose a birthday theme for her until after Thanksgiving, because that gives us like a month of, hopefully she still likes this a month from now. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go in the route of the something she really likes theme or the too blank, like too sweet, too wild, too cute, too, I don't know, a lot of twos. I was looking at them all online yesterday. So after Thanksgiving, we're gonna make that decision. So we did watch it this morning. I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite Ice Age movie. However, I feel a little bit more understanding of the giant gap that was in the storyline for me, so I'm pleased. We're going to show Phoebe the lights outside before we get ready for bed. She hasn't really gotten to see them yet. This should be interesting.
Well, what do you think? This is all for you. Red light.